Hi, and welcome to Cayman Football TV. I am CIFA Media Officer Kevin Morales, here with Cayman Islands Football Association President Mr. Alfredo Whittaker. Alfredo, thanks so much for being here today. A lot of exciting things happening here at the CIFA Centre For Excellence. Anybody who's been to the field over the last year or so has seen a lot of changes taking place here around the facility. I just wanted to sit down with you to talk a little bit about some of those and talk about what we can expect here at the Center for Excellence coming up over the next year or so. So I guess let's just start with this. What are some of the changes? What are some of the plans that have been happening here?
Well, Kevin, so good to have you here, and thank you once again for being part of this football family. Finally, we start to see advancement in our Center for Excellence. We have the first two of many containers that was delivered. We start offloading, and we're ready to start the final phase before laying out the two pitches. So looking forward for 2026, there will be some massive changes at this center. Not only the fields, but we're going to add concessions. We're going to start to add some dressing rooms that is much needed. And then we're going to start to look into the phase two. That would be the start of the mini stadium that we're looking so forward to have here. So it's a lot of excitement at this time. It's a lot of positive vibes. It's a lot of good things to look forward to, and I can't wait for 2026 to come.
So let's recap. In phase one here, we're going to see 2 additional pitches and some changing room facilities. Is that right?
That's correct, and also the change of the current pitch that we have. All of them going to be upgraded to high quality standard, right? This is what we're using around the world, so the Cayman Islands going to have that. And we're looking to install the dressing rooms for the players, and obviously the installation also of the lights for the new 2 fields. So it's a lot of good things.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. Tell me a little bit about, how long have you guys been working on this, and what is the timeline from here in terms of when you hope to have it completed?
Well, this has been my goal from my first election to get this. There were some ideas, but the ideas that was laid out there was not real, was not the reality of football, was just something that was put together and presented at the time to Congress that was there. So we get together with, we create a projects committee. We start to work with FIFA, we start to work with that expert, we start to get different advice from around the world, we could say, and we put together one of the most beautiful projects for the Cayman Islands. So it took a long time because of external complications, we could call it, and finally, with the great assistance of the CONCACAF, we start to make this a reality. Right, so it been 7-8 years since we start fighting with this and trying to get this done. Finally, we start to get it rolled, and I would expect that by 2027, hopefully, everything should be done by then. 2027 would be my target.
And you just talked about the containers that are right behind us just got dropped off. What's over here? I'm seeing the containers. I'm seeing a lot of pallets of things piled up. What do we have back here?
We have there the initial pavers that would go around the fields. Is unique. Then we have also the initial layout that would go before the fields, the turf is being laid out. It's just a small group of the number of containers that would be arriving here.
I'm sure.
We also start to prepare for the parking lot, that we should have a total of 132, 134 parking spaces. So we start to give it shape. And it's excited. Yeah. Very exciting.
So let me ask you this: why did you decide to kind of push forward with expanding the Center for Excellence and offering these new amenities and these facilities, upgrading the pitches? Why was it important for you and for CIFA to move forward in this way?
Personally, the number of players that we have at this time is important for me. I'm very pleased with it, and I know that those numbers will increase. Secondly, there is no place like home. I think that all of our footballers, in this case national teams players, should have a place where they could use as wish and not depending on other activities that is taking place, and they could have the field. They could do whatever they want to do with the field as long as they take care of it. Thirdly, we have an increase in teams, and they would have also a place where they could train, where a team could have the full field for themselves, and they could do different exercise and not limited to half a field like what we have right now, not only in Georgetown but also in West Bay. And we're going to be able to host international games. We'll be able to have youth tournaments back in Cayman because we have the facilities, we have the installation. And when the dorms and the entire building are finished, it's not only about the Cayman Island Football Association. We also could assist in other sports activities. I don't know, just to call a couple, swimming, basketball. Whenever they want to start something, they would have a place that we will be more than willing to work with them and to assist with them. Right. So it's a win-win situation for the Cayman Islands. For this area in Prospect, it's going to be a plus. The building that we will complete will also serve as a hurricane shelter. So it's not only about football, it's about community, it's about assisting other sports, it's about making the Cayman Islands sports entities to have a place where they know that they could count on. So we are not selfish.
It's fitting that we're talking about this as a truck just rolled past with, I think, your third container, and I'm sure you'll be hearing a lot of that over the next couple weeks. For those who have no clue in terms of like the schedule, how often this pitch is used, can you kind of run me through who uses this? Obviously, the national teams use this pitch for their training, but also you've got the CIFA, the senior teams use this. You've got youth stuff going on. Tell me a little bit about how busy it is here right now, and all the programs and players that use this one pitch that's here.
At some point, we start very early at 4 o'clock, 4:30, because when you have the private school league, we assist also in providing them a place where they could have the games. We also help Prospect when they have the sports day. They come here. We have some other private school that request the use of the field. It's very important, it being free. Mm-hmm. We haven't charged them $1. We have the police on Saturdays and Sunday morning, early morning, that we also provide them the field for them to come and do the early morning exercise and sometimes training, and they play the football. And then throughout the evening night, we have Tigers that use the field. We have Latinos that use the field. We have Latinos girls that use the field. Sometimes we have Prospect team that use the field. Sometimes we have Alliance that use the team. Sometimes when West Bay is crowded, we have also Elite now and then that would come and use the field. So it go out throughout the night until 10 o'clock. That is when we turn lights off. And early morning, we have a group of national team players that start at 7:30, 7 o'clock, with the coaches that they come and work. So is a full house every day.
And anybody that's been here on a Saturday morning in the spring, we'll see. You've got the different age groups. I know the under 9s and under 11s and et cetera, moving on up. Those leagues start as well. So yeah, it's a busy place, and it seems like an expansion is needed to accommodate everybody that's using it.
It's very good. It's a good feelings. And Saturday when we have the youth festivals, when you drive across here and you see so many kids, and we see all the happy faces, not only of parents but grandparents and by extend the kids having fun, enjoying themselves. And in the evening time when we have the bigger boys that come and take care of business is a really, really good feelings. As the president is something that when you have grandchildren and stuff, is something that you really look forward to, and it's very enjoyable. So we enjoy it. We enjoy it very much, and there is more to come. There is more activities and more projects that we want to achieve and have football to grow a little bit more.
You had mentioned the national teams. The men's national team last month played a pair of international friendlies here at home. What did you think of their performance?
It was good. Actually, it was good. The team, since the game against Honduras, they never did get together, and players off island, and is very healthy for the coach, for him to see who he could count with, right? To see the commitment of the players, to see which players are down with, not with the national team, but with the Cayman Islands. All of these players in every sport, when you go out there, you represent your country, right? So the players that represent the country with pride, with that desire, I think the coach have a really good idea what he need to do going forward in the next round of friendlies. We have another round in March, and then we prepare for the big games. That is the CONCACAF Nations League. The Cayman Islands did extremely well. Now we play against some bigger teams. We're not in that Group C anymore, so I think he have a clear idea of what he need to do to continue growing.
Head coach Dougie Rowe, that was his first win, the 4-0 victory over Anguilla in November. Did you say congratulations to him for his first win? And how big of an achievement is that for a coach to get a victory as the head coach for the first time?
I was very happy for him. I mean, we played together with Scholars for a number of years, was part of national team, part of being the coach. We have a very, very, very close and tight relationship because of our years of friendship. And we was very happy. We had I think it was a Diet Coke at the time, or Coca-Cola Zero, to celebrate that first win. And you could see that satisfaction in his face. So it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good for him. It's a different feeling and good momentum.
I believe there were also 4 players who made their national team debut over those 2 matches, the international friendlies. How important is that to get new players moving up through the system, getting an opportunity to take the pitch in a big international game like that for the first time? How important is that just for the development of the program?
It's very good and very refreshing. We had some players that unfortunately, because of school or exam or the clubs did not allow them to travel, that was not present at the time. We had the great pleasure to welcome back Gunnar, and that balance a lot with the players that were missing. We didn't have much time to prepare certain other players that were coming out of injury. But every time you have new players a young age that make their debut and play well is refreshing. It's refreshing for spectators, it's refreshing for coaches, it's refreshing for us as executive committee, and it bring you more hope. It bring you more excitement because we have this little boy. Just a couple of years ago he was 15, 16. Now he's 18, 19, and he already enrolled in the senior men national team. So it's good. The future, I think, is promising. Let's hope that the clubs could work with us a little more, and we could have this group of good players that we have push through to exciting days.
And speaking of exciting days, is a very similar situation on the women's side, where you had not only several players making their national team debut in their CONCACAF W qualifiers opener in November, but you also had a couple players that were not making their debut and also starters. Starting, in the starting 11. So can you talk about the women's performance and what you thought of them? And again, just how important it is to get those young players some senior team experience.
The women's team is taking that shape that we've been expecting for the past 4 or 5 years. Right? We had little girls at the young age of 15, 16 playing a few years ago with U20s. Then we had them transition into the senior women's team. I think that program going to give somebody a surprise, one of those big teams soon. They soon get a surprise because these young players have been playing together for so long now that they know each other perfectly. And when you look at them and the way they go and play off against a tough team like Bermuda, you go like, this is good. And they had chances. Unfortunately for us, we didn't get the opportunity to get Molly here. That would make a big difference in the forward line. And every time they play, you see more confidence. They get defeated. They never look down. They always with their face up, and they come back, and they come back, and they come back. So that program is good. It's a very young team. I mean, we have a couple of senior players, but I would say like 80% of the team is very young, and we had a lot of injuries also for that first game. So it's time to buckle up. It's time to receive Guatemala. It's time to travel to Costa Rica. And then we could have a balance of how good we're getting or how good we really are.
Switching gears here finally, just to look at the domestic league so far. How have you thought, the domestic leagues have been going thus far in the season? We've had CIFA Premier League. Everything's going now. First Division, Men's Second Division, the Women's Premier League. How have things been going so far on the domestic front?
Good is good. We had a lot of issues last year. I was not happy with it. So I decided to take over the supervision of the entire league. So we sit down with the technical department, we sit down with the people that is in charge of the organization of the league, the preparation of the venues, and all of that, and it been good. We have, I would say, like 98% of games that started on time. We see a decrease in yellow cards. We see a decrease in red cards. We see a league that start off with some surprises. We see the first division that had some ups and downs, and was understandable because we had to change the format. But I'm sure that going into 2026, when you have this pause and you open the transfer window, this team know exactly where they are. They're going to bring in some more players, and it's going to be also an exciting league. But right now, the Women's League is good. The Premier League is, both male and female are really good. And we're looking forward to the Youth League to start also early next year.
Who surprised you so far?
Well, it's surprising to say Cayman Athletic doing that well.
Just got promoted last
Just
year.
got promoted. They brought back a couple of key players that was outside there. They're doing well. Then we have Elite that is undefeated right now.
Top of the table.
Right? We have, I was expecting a little more punch, we're going to give it that word, from Academy, but nevertheless, they're there. So you have, 4 teams now that is right there, so you don't have that big distance between the top 4. Even the bottom league, the bottom of the table, you start to see movement there. So it's good. It's really good, and we're looking forward to a great season.
Alfredo, thank you so much. I really appreciate you sitting down with me and talking about the facilities and the big plans here at the CIFA Centre For Excellence, as well as just football in general here in Cayman Islands. Have a great holidays, and we'll see you in 2026.
Thank you, Kevin, and to all of you, I wish you a really, really enjoyable Christmas. Take care of yourself, and a very prosperous 2026 for all of us, from CIFA to all of you. Thank you.
really can't complain on the boys. They did a spectacular match on both parties. Both parties came out and gave everything, gave an intense match. We had the lead for majority of the match, but they came and I guess they pressured a lot more than us in the last few minutes of extra time, and sadly we slipped out a little bit on the edge of the box, and it got us back, and we went down 1-1 with the scoreline. I know it's a bit devastating for us because we wanted to actually go on with a win for this year, but like I said, we have to go back, hit the training grounds, work harder, come back as a team, and so we can look forward and not look back on this. Well, we are training a lot more. We're intensifying the trainings as more. We put in more intensity in it. We're showing up, and we're actually practicing more and more mandatory for us to actually get the work done to get to where we're supposed to be at a potential. So we're looking forward to more hard work, dedication, more heart, so we can actually come back stronger next year. We starting back with elite the first game back next year, so we have to work through the whole Christmas break so we can achieve something, so we can actually come back with heart, for the next game. Just appreciate everybody that comes in support. Anybody watching at home, anywhere from Tigers, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful year for us. But just go back, hit the training grounds, and do better.
Well, coming into the game, we know it wouldn't be an easy game. We know in terms of playing style and tactics and physicality, this team is pretty much on par with us. I feel like we executed our plans for the game very well. The game went on, it was dragging on in terms of creating chances, and it was pretty neutral, to be fair. Later on in the game, they happened to capitalize on a mistake. We stuck to our plan. We increased our intensity to close out the game, and fortunately we ended with a point. We ended up equalizing and finished the game with a point. Well, now we have some time to really gather our thoughts and look back at our results, because historically we've struggled against the lower half of the table per se. So I mean, we have some time now to really perfect our craft, I'd say, during the break, and come back stronger for the new year. Because the new year we do have some harder fixtures than the ones we've had this year. I feel like my guys performed. We made a few mistakes here and there, but this is the first time we've played on real grass in a while as well. So we took some while to adapt, but ultimately we left the game with something, which is better than nothing. And yeah, kudos to my team. We'll go again in the new year.